Welcome back everybody, my name's Gnome, bringing you yet another Mortal Kombat X tutorial. This tutorial is going to teach you how to use Liu-Kang's Brutalities. So without any further ado, if you would like to see a specific brutality, feel free to hop on down to the description below where you'll find timestamps to help you get to each one. Otherwise, if you're interested in seeing all of Liu-Kang's Brutalities, then stick along with me. I'm going to be starting with the Flame Fist variation, and we'll see you there. Alright guys, so first up we have the Hothead Brutality. Now in order to perform this brutality, you can be in any one of Liu-Kang's variations. Now what's key to doing this is you need to interact with at least 3 level interactions during the match. And then finally, you want to finish off your opponent with an air projectile, which is a aerial version, of course, of the fireball, and you want it to connect with their head, which is very key and a little bit tough because of the timing. But I'm going to do my best to give you an example to show you and hopefully help you out to get it. So here we go. As usual, it is back, forward, X on the Xbox, or back, forward, square for your fireball as Liu-Kang. And for the aerial one, it is exactly the same, simply do it in the air. Back, forward, X, or back, forward, square. Now, what's key to doing this brutality specifically is we're going to need to hit them in the head, and that means you're going to need to let yourself get some air time and kind of hang there real quick before you hit the ground and then finally use the fireball. So here we go. As you can see, the longer you wait while you're in the air, the lower you'll get, of course. And there we go. That's the headshot you want to kind of get. There we go again. I apologize. It's a little bit hard even for me to perform, so bear with me in terms of timing. Really, the best way to get this down is either to hit up training mode or to just keep practicing by watching both your timing of when you get up in the air and having your timing for both your fingers for when you hit that fireball off correct. So here we go again. It's very tough. There we go, right in the head. So another key to doing this is we're going to need to interact with at least 3 level interactions. So there's one. Let's see if we can get on over here. There's a jar over there. Here's another one. There's 2. And let's move them all the way to the left once more. There we go. Get them close enough? Nope. There we go. Alright, and there's 3. Simple enough. And from here, we simply have to hit them in the head with a fireball. So let's get them just low enough. I think that'll do it. And again, timing is everything for this. So I apologize, because even I am not perfect at this. But that's just all the more reason not to feel bad if you cannot seem to get this on the first couple tries. Practice makes perfect for this one. Just give it a try and watch your timing. There we go. Alright, guys. So there we go with the fireball brutality. Nothing too flashy. Kind of reminds me of Scorpion's head when he pulls off the mask. But there you go. Again, timing is very key for this one, and practice will make perfect. Again, even I struggled with this one, so don't feel bad if you have a little bit of trouble. On to the next one. Alright guys, so next up we have Dragon's Den Brutality. Now in order to perform this brutality, you can be in any one of Liu-Kang's variations. Now what's key to doing this is you need at least 3 of your Dragon's Roar moves to connect throughout both rounds. And finally, you're going to want to finish off this brutality with a Dragon's Wrath, which is of course the enhanced version of Dragon's Roar. So here we go, as an example, as usual. It is down back Y on the Xbox or down back triangle on the PlayStation. And there you go, Dragon's Roar, simple enough. There's 2, and there's 3. And if you enhance it, of course, it will look like this. Just a little bit stronger. Nothing really else other than that. And that should be plenty low enough. So again, connect 3 Dragon's Roars, and then you should be fine to be able to use your Dragon's Rage. Simply down back Y or down back triangle, and then hit your right trigger or your R2 button to enhance it. And here we go. Simple as that, my friends. Very nice brutality. Really shows off his martial artist skills and how he can... I don't know. That's a really clean cut for, just kind of like a chop, but it is what it is. On to the next one. Alright guys, so next up we have the Counter Top Brutality. Now in order to perform this brutality, you need to be in Liu-Kang's Flame Fist variation. Now what's key to doing this is simply finishing off the battle with an enhanced Dragon Parry. Now, what's key to this is that it is not enhanced right off the bat, but rather one of the enhanced moves where you enhance it later on in the animation. Now, again, another key to this is you're going to want to hold down during the final hit, or, of course, you will not pull off this brutality properly. So here we go with an example. Hopefully this will help you out, as the timing for this move can be a little bit difficult to get a hold of, but again, practice makes perfect. A lot of Liu-Kang's brutalities seem to require a little bit more extra skill and time to really get a hold of them, but they are worthwhile. So here we go. Down back A or down back X on the PlayStation. Simple parry. So let's parry and get him to hit us. Here we go. Parry. Oh, parry and hit. Nope. Parry and hit. Parry and hit. There we go. And it should look something like that, of course. Now, what I want you to do, I'm going to do this again, and I want you to pay key attention to his timing as he lands on the chest for the second hit of the counter. So here we go. And now watch right there. That's what you need to pay key attention to when he collides with their chest, because that is when you're going to want to start holding R2 or your right trigger. So here we go. I'm going to give you another example and hopefully be able to enhance this properly for you. And now, boom. Very good. That is exactly what you want. It's very strong. If you can get that to work, even just as a general move, that takes a very big chunk of your opponent's health out. And that's really all there is to it. Again, make sure you hold down while you are doing this to finish off your opponent, and let's just get him low enough. I think that should be more than enough, assuming we do this properly. So here we go. Remember, just hold right trigger once you see Liu-Kang's feet come into contact with that chest. The millisecond it happens, you want to hold down the right trigger. Just keep holding it, and if it doesn't work, that means your timing was off. Simple as that. So here we go. And go for it. Nope. I didn't even hold R2 that time. Here we go. Alright. Let's finish this off. And parry. Boom. And right trigger. And down. Very nice. Again, the timing is everything for this one. As you can see for that setup right before I did this actual brutality, I almost messed it up and didn't get it with the timing. So again, timing is everything. It's very key to getting a hold of it. Even I am still working on it myself, but I figured I had it well down just enough to give you guys an example so you yourselves could practice it. And again, remember, hold down. It's very key, and it's very easy to forget in the midst of having to push all these other buttons into time you're enhancing. Hold down, or this brutality will not work. On to the next one. Alright guys, so next up we have the Tread Lightly Brutality. Now in order to perform this brutality, you need to be in Liu-Kang's Dragon's Fire variation. Now what's key to doing this is you need to get the first hit of the match. If you do not do this, you literally have a make it or break it situation here. If you don't get that first hit, you're not going to get this brutality. Now, you're going to want to do an enhanced bicycle kick, which of course is the normal version of the bicycle kick enhanced later on. Now, this is not to be mistaken for the bicycle flurry, which is the enhanced version of the bicycle kick right off the bat. Now, to make this less confusing, I'm of course going to give you some examples, because this is definitely one of the more difficult ones to get for people who are not necessarily familiar with the enhanced versions of moves that come on later in the animation rather than right out of the gate. So here we go. Now, as everyone knows, the bicycle kick is very popular for Liu-Kang. It is forward, back, forward, B on the Xbox, forward, back, forward, circle on the PlayStation. And there you go, simple enough. Now, the bicycle flurry is the enhanced version of that, and that is when you, of course, hit the right trigger or the R2 button right out of the gate with this bicycle flurry. So here we go. That was actually entirely wrong. That was the other move I was trying to show you. Right there, as you can see. So as you can see, as that bicycle kick goes on, instead of enhancing it right out of the gate, we enhance it later on in the move. So I'll do that one more time for you. And now, boom. Simple as that. That's really all there is to it. You're not going to want to enhance this move right out of the gate, unless you have two enhancement bars. You can enhance the bicycle kick into a bicycle flurry, and then transition into the Tread Lightly Brutality by hitting the right trigger again, but that will cost you 2 enhancement bars, so only do this if you really need that extra damage. Otherwise, there isn't much you can do about it. So I'm going to skip ahead real quick so I have 1 enhanced bar. We'll see you there. Okay guys, here we go. I'm going to give you one more example of a normal bicycle kick, which is, again, forward, back, forward, B, and then at about the last point of that bicycle kick, you want to hit R2 now. Right about now. Right when it's about to end, that's when you want to hit R2. So here we go. Let's hopefully this works. And again, remember, don't hit R2 right when you start the move unless you have 2 enhanced bars and you're sure of how to do this one properly. Otherwise, start simple, use the regular bicycle kick, and then transition it into an enhanced version. So here we go. Forward, back, forward, B, and then the right trigger later on in the animation. And now, boom. Very nice. Very much a skull-cracking situation. And there we have it. Again, this is one you probably want to practice a little bit, especially if you're a more tournament-style player, to definitely get a handle of how to do the double enhancement. In this case, I was really just demoing the single enhancement, in which you use the bicycle kick and then transition into it. But again, you can use the bicycle flurry and then transition into the special move again. but again, that costs 2 special bar. So, on to the next one. Alright guys, so last up we have the Hot Mess Brutality. Now in order to perform this Brutality, you need to be in Liu-Kang's Dualist variation. Now, you have to connect at least 10 solar flare projectiles throughout this match, and this kind of bums me out a little because it kind of forces you to spam this move, and you know, it's really not that fun to spam moves online unless you're forcing yourself to win, but you know, who wants to do that? You know, I like to win through, you know, skill and practice and whatnot. But again, if you're a good player, you can probably get 10 solar flares in all throughout the match rather than trying to throw them off all at once like I'm about to do for demonstration purposes. Otherwise, online, even myself, I try not to spam because it's just, I'd rather be remembered as the player who beat you through skill rather than scumbaggery. Anyways, onto the example. So you're going to want to first get in your light metamorphosis form, which is down down X or down down square. It also switches you into your dark form, but make sure when you use it you get the golden white hue, as otherwise this will not work properly. You'll know of course that this is working properly because if you go to cast a solar flare, which is back forward X or back forward square, you will of course get a more starlight version rather than this red enhanced version. If you're getting red balls, you're doing it wrong and you need to switch to the light metamorphosis form, so remember that. And from there, really, you just gotta hit them with 10 solar flares throughout the match. Again, I don't recommend doing it like this. Spamming is not cool. I don't like it. I don't like fighting people who spam online. It hurts my feelings, and I'm sure it hurts yours, but I think this is more than close enough. And from here, I'm going to give you an example of the Solar Blast, which is, of course, an enhanced version of the Solar Flare. Simply use the right trigger, back forward X, right trigger. Here we go. And back forward X. Simple enough. And then, assuming you have hit them at least 10 times with Solar Flares, you want to finish them with a Solar Blast, and it should work no problem. So there we go. One enhanced bar. Here we go, my friends. And boom. Very easy Brutality, at least in terms of Liu-Kang's Brutalities. It's definitely the easiest on his list, in my opinion at least, as I did struggle with the other ones to get a hold of them and to kind of learn them so I can demonstrate them for your purposes. And as you saw in the video earlier, even now I still struggle with the timing of some of them, but again, that's why practice makes perfect. So hopefully this video helped you guys out. If it did help you out, please leave me a like or a comment down below letting me know what you think or what you might want to see in the future from more tutorial videos. And if you'd like to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, because I promise you, there's plenty more coming. So without any further ado, thank you all very much for joining me for this episode. We'll see you next time, guys. Stay safe, stay happy. And again, once you finish that first round with a throw, finish your second round with a throw. Here we go. That is a really awesome one. Again, Quan Chi has some really epic brutalities, probably some of the best I've seen, and I'm not even